I can hear you too.
Yo, did this work like first time?
Oh my gosh.
Yo,
I
we're
think it might
getting
be
there.
I'm not gonna I'm not gonna
Yo,
I think it's a fluke.
hey, shh. Hey, it's okay. Hey, once lucky, we'll see what happens the second
I
time.
know. That's insane. That's cool. That's so cool.
I love how excited both of us actually.
I was ready for like half an hour being like, what? Huh?
I I can't hear you. Are you talking to me? Oh, this is actually amazing. How are you doing?
Good. Well, I have like a cold or something that's going on, so I think it's just from working nights, you just get a few hours of sleep and yeah, don't really take care of yourself. So
Honestly, I don't know how you like. I think it's tough working nights. I don't know how you do it like working nights and having children.
yeah,
Like
working nights, having children, working 12 and a half hour nights, and driving an hour and a half to work
oh my
each.
gosh. So that's a 15-hour day.
Yeah, probably.
Wow. I hope that you on your time off take care and take some breaks and relax and chill.
You know what my break is? It's coming home and like cleaning the house. That's my break. But I don't
Rob,
mean
you
that
are
as like
lucky.
I don't mean that like in a sarcastic way. Like I actually like coming home and it kind of like grounds me
Yeah,
for some
yeah.
reason. It just brings you back to home and just like having a nice clean house and just like yeah, like it's actually like is relaxing you. Like put on the music, you just do your little thing and just yeah, clean. It's just
Do you
actually is
dance while
my
you
break.
clean?
Yeah, sometimes depending on what song comes on.
Yeah, yeah.
Whatever I'm in the mood for. Today I started with a Pearl Jam seed song,
Okay.
so that's not really like a dancing, but like if I start with like a Biggie
Yeah,
seed song and then it gets,
yeah.
like
Boop.
then that's yeah.
See.
So it all depends on the seed song to start, Spotify to like play a little mix for you.
Yeah, yeah. I totally agree. I enjoy music when I occasionally clean. That's one thing that I struggle at doing is cleaning.
Well, it is. It's difficult, and it's difficult to get to a deep clean. That's what like I really enjoy is a deep clean when you take everything off and like dust and just like get it in. But it's hard to find that time, and that's where I have a hard time too because you don't feel productive if you do like a quick like mop in here and then you're just like back to square one. But yeah, and with the kids around, I mean that's
It only stays clean for like 3 seconds, right?
if that, it's insane. But we let them start school, get their footings with that, and then now we're just starting to be uh more on them for picking up for cleaning before I let them off with like not cleaning and not
Yeah,
doing
yeah, that's
anything.
fair. But you don't
Like
want to
I like
stress of starting school is tough. So
oh yeah, exactly. So I
how
didn't
is
want to
school going for the two of them?
good. So far so good. There was a little bit of an issue with Max pushing kids, but I think it was just, a lot of yeah, new stuff for him. So now that's done. I think it's just because like his speech isn't as well as we would like. So it's hard to understand him all the time. We understand him, but again, it's at school that they don't really understand him too
Yeah,
much. So
yeah.
but he's getting there good, he's not pushing kids anymore. And
That's good.
um yeah, picking up from school, he shows me his classroom and where they're like growing beans and stuff, and he's
What?
showing me all the different all the different things there. So it's neat that like you can see him getting excited for it now, so that's really
It's
nice.
awesome that he's enjoying school.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I was scared for a little bit there,
Yeah,
but I mean, it's transitions are hard for kids, right?
totally.
But Mary's all in it. She didn't even want school to end in the summertime, so I think we have a studious one there.
Yeah. Hopefully he doesn't get expelled like I did.
You
Yeah,
know
I'm going to
what?
bring
I
that up
wouldn't put
since
it
you brought it
past
up
him.
last time. I'm going to bring it up this time.
So you aren't the only bad boy. Rob used to be a bad boy.
Yeah, okay.
He used to
So
get
here,
tapped
I'm going to
too.
actually tell you something funny though. So today is Friday the 13th,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
and it actually is 24 years to the anniversary of me getting expelled from high school.
Really?
Yeah, I
Wow.
only counted back because my neighbors across the street, it's their anniversary of like their first kiss.
Oh,
So
okay. That's
congratulations to them. And
yes.
and not so congratulations to me on getting expelled,
Yeah.
but it was actually a good thing that happened to me. So, and I've come, I think, pretty far from that kid.
So that's what I was gonna say. Is that like okay? At first, I thought okay, maybe Friday the 13th is a bad luck day to you because some people think it is. But if you say it's a good luck day, then that's amazing because I was born on Friday the 13th.
What?
So yes, so
What?
Friday the 13th are actually very lucky for me. Knock on wood. Hopefully, I don't change that.
Yeah,
But
yeah. Let's keep it positive.
keep it
Totally.
positive. Yeah. So that's nice to hear that. I
Yeah,
think
like,
with a lot of people bad luck that actually ends up being turning into good luck.
well,
That's kind of my luck as well.
I
Yeah.
think if you are looking for something, sometimes it happens, right? Like I could be like, oh, you're gonna start seeing a whole bunch of yellow buses, right? And all of a sudden now you're looking subconsciously for yellow buses, and you'll be like, whoa, I haven't seen any buses until Jay said yellow buses, and now you're like, I'm seeing yellow buses everywhere.
Okay. But if you say like you're gonna start seeing like
So then you see good luck.
Robin blue buses, then I'm gonna think, whoa.
Okay, yeah, but you got to say like I'm gonna, yeah,
Yellow buses, I might see a little bit more of those.
yeah. But if I start like if
Yeah.
I okay, so let's go with like a yellow car or like a specific colored car.
Yeah.
Now you'll start also because you're also looking for it subconsciously. You'll also notice it more. So if you focus on good luck, I think you
Yeah.
start seeing good luck more.
Oh
Right?
yeah.
There's always a good to every situation.
I totally yes, I do agree with that. And I um now that you put in that perspective, I always thought, yes, if you focus on positive energy, then a more positive outcome because there's something to learn in every situation, right? I mean, life, I believe that's why we're partly here, not to get like too involved in there.
Yeah,
But yeah, we're here to like learn our lessons, right? So you take a good out from a lesson, right?
totally.
Yeah.
So when I was teaching, I actually made my kids write a list of goals. And that's
Okay.
because something I did when I was in '06. Actually, I wrote a list of goals, and like there are probably like 50 of them, and some of them are like honestly, some of them are
We're gonna
really
have to
silly.
revisit those goals. Do you have this list?
I don't have it on hand right now, but I will at some point find it,
Okay, we're gonna
and
chalk
I
it
will
down to
share it. I
okay.
promise you I will share it with everybody. But there were some funny things on it, like milking a cow, running with the bulls, like but like
So
becoming
I
a
know
teacher.
you've ran with a bull. Have you milked a cow?
Yeah,
Have you done that?
100%. I was actually sitting at my
Okay.
buddy's house, and it was nighttime, and he was like,
You want
let's
to milk
do
a
it. And I was
cow?
like, okay, oh my gosh, like people have told me all the time I'll do it. And so this guy Mark and his wife Sam, they set it up, and I milked the cow, and it was tougher than I expected, like doing it by hand.
Yeah.
So
Okay, so did he own the cow or did you guys have to go
no,
looking
like
at
he
like
actually has cows
midnight for
on
a
his
cow?
property. So I actually like
Okay,
literally
good.
walked to his garage, and his wife pulled out the cow, and I started milking it.
Okay, good. I thought this was gonna be like a cow tipping
No,
scenario
no,
when you
no,
go
we
like
didn't know. I've never gone cow tipping yet in my life, and I hope to
on the
keep it that way.
list. No, yeah.
Yeah,
Might not be nice for the
exactly.
cow.
I don't think it's a nice thing to do. I've heard about it, and like, don't get me wrong, it's crossed my mind, but I don't actually think I'd actually be able or wanting to do something like that.
Yeah, maybe in your younger years, but now that you're more of a nature enthusiast
Yeah, and
and
like I'm aware of what it
protecting.
actually means. If I was to push a cow over, I would never actually want to do that. So When I was younger and
Yes.
didn't realize, I was like, oh, I saw it in a movie. Oh man, I need to do it. Like it's those
Okay, so
people with
that's
like the
another.
blindfold challenge and stuff. Like they start doing things just because they see it, and it's like, I don't know if that's the greatest thing. Like people were driving with blindfolds.
You know what? I think because our we grew up with like Jackass. We grew up with
Yeah.
like those type of people that kind of uh didn't really give us the best
Weren't the
the
best
best
influence.
influence mentors. Yeah, just not. So it's good that maybe I'm, am I thinking the right way, that I think the youth of today have a few better mentors,
I
better
don't
like
know if they
people
have
that they
like there's
can.
some not so good mentors out there right now also.
Okay, so I think it's maybe just like a blanketed, if you look at the good ones, you're good,
If you
you're in a
focus
better
at the good,
place. But if you
yeah.
focus on like the okay, good good to know.
But
I focus on the good or the better ones.
yeah. So one of my like dreams or fears that I have in life is actually like heights. Like I'm terrified of heights. Like
Yes.
absolutely terrified. Like, but I try to conquer my fears because but so I am one of my things that I want to try to do is conquer
Uh-huh.
my fear of heights. Right. So I've tried to
Ah,
conquer my fear of heights. Like I've
okay.
actually been in a hot air balloon and I've actually jumped out of a plane, but I'm still I'm terrified of even being like 2 stories up.
Jay, I'm not afraid of heights, and I don't even think I could jump out of a plane.
Honestly, it's like it's terrifying, but you're so high up and things seem so small and you're all, like if it like I jumped on a cloudy day and I like jumped into like a cloud, like it was like a giant pillow. I'm not saying I would do it again, but it was
Okay.
awesome. Like I did do it for charity. I jumped out for breast cancer research.
Oh,
So if
nice,
I
nice.
raised enough money, then I got to jump for free and a bunch of money went to breast cancer research. So I was like,
Hmm.
if I'm ever going to jump out of a plane, this is the
Now's the
time I'm going
time.
to do it. And
Yeah.
it was in Scotland over the St. Andrews golf course, which was a awesome setting.
Oh, yeah, that'd be amazing.
Yeah, but so I did it and then I'm still terrified of heights, even though I jumped out of a half decent, perfectly good plane.
I hope you went to the washroom before you went
Oh,
on that plane,
100%
because
I did multiple times
man,
just
oh
to make sure.
man.
But the guy who I jumped with has told me that that has happened to people
Oh,
that he's
okay.
been like jumping with.
So now that you're on the topic of heights, I have a weird story about heights actually.
Okay.
I'm not afraid of heights at all. Actually, being a Boilermaker, we have to work at heights a lot of the time, on towers and pretty high towers. So I'm not afraid of heights, but when I was pregnant with Mary,
Oh,
so I don't remember many dreams, but I do remember this dream where I was terrified of heights in this dream. I was terrified to a point when like I was crawling on the steel grating because I couldn't even stand, because in this dream I was terrified of heights.
yeah. Okay, so I'm
And
just scared you just like that just made me a little nervous. You just even talking about that.
see, yeah, because well, a lot of the time, like at work, like there's this grating. You can see like many like stories down on the outside of towers. Like
I'm
we're
good. I'm
okay,
good.
alrighty,
I
you're good.
understand the picture you
You
painted.
understand the picture. So for everybody else, maybe earplugs for you,
Hold on.
Jay.
I'm going to take my ear.
But in this dream, so I was really scared of heights when normally I wouldn't be. Fast forward, Mary's, now 7. From the time she was born, obviously when baby she couldn't talk, but now she is terrified of heights. Like to a point where I used to have to carry her up and down stairs,
Whoa.
like
Cool.
even in our
That's
house
interesting.
in yeah, where I wouldn't have been scared of heights. And I just remember this dream of being terrified when I was pregnant with Mary, which
So
was insane.
maybe that's why. Who knows?
Yeah,
So
weird, eh?
I actually met a guy. So one of the things that I want to do to try to conquer my fear of heights
Okay.
is to actually fly a plane. but I think that's going to be hard to do because I
You're
can't
gonna
go
fly
through
a
like the
plane.
course. So I'm going to try to find. So I found a guy and I was telling him about my list, like my goals in life and conquering my fears, and he thinks that I've done some like good things for the community, and he was like, his name is Bill, and he's like, Jay, I'm going to take you flying sometime.
So Bill and Jay's Excellent Adventures.
Thanks, Ted. But
So
yeah,
that's
so he's
insane that
gonna
you're gonna go up in a plane.
yeah, so
Um,
it should happen in October, and it should be pretty awesome.
do you think you should start like maybe with like, I don't know, going up like a tower first instead of going into plane?
So so like I have tried to like I've done the hot air balloon, I've jumped out of a plane, I've
Okay.
climbed up some high things. I'm still terrified, but like, and I've been on planes, and I actually hate planes if we're going to be honest. But like I want to actually like control the plane and be like, I don't even know what how you drive a plane. Um yeah. But so I just want to
Okay.
like,
Good luck, Bill.
yeah. So I want to try to take control of it, and it should be hopefully a cool experience, and like try to get over that fear.
Well, hopefully you really trust Bill, or Bill really trusts you. I don't know which way it goes here, but
Well, Bill
that's
wants to do
amazing.
this again tomorrow. Like, I think this is part of like Bill has to go up so many hours on the plane to
Oh,
keep his
okay.
license like up
Current.
to date or current.
Yeah.
So there are two seats on the plane, and only two seats on the plane, I'm told. And at some point he'll take me up. It's been like 3 years in the making, but fingers crossed. And
Well,
if you hope for things, and
as
yeah.
long as he's been flying these 3 years, then I think you're probably in good hands.
So I
Not like
recently,
other people that make promises and then don't come through and
you know what, life gets busy, and I know at
busy.
some point those
Hopefully,
promises that may were made might happen, but you know what, the person who made the promise is still an awesome person, and I totally get it. The
well,
promise
hopefully
you're
life
talking
has
about.
not, yes, yes. The promise I'm talking about glass blowing at
Yeah.
some point. But hopefully life has not been busy for Bill. So Bill has been up to get all
I've
of his
seen a
hours
recent
in the last 3 years. So,
I've seen a picture of him recently with his wife, so
oh,
we're
good.
good.
That's awesome. Well, I hope you have fun. That's maybe go to the washroom before you go up
Yeah.
again. Just
Uh,
keep on that.
and so hopefully I'll make like a video so that one day we can like watch a
You can share
video
with
and
us.
people that we can share, and like I'll show the whole experience that I went through, and yeah.
Awesome. Okay, yeah. Next time we meet up, then hopefully you'll have that video and you can talk about it. That'd be
Yeah.
great.
So, and yeah, that's the like that's hopefully going to happen in the next little bit. And then another cool thing that has actually happened is I got nominated for this award.
I saw that.
So
That is amazing.
honestly, I think it's an honor. It's awesome to be nominated, but with like the people I've been nominated with, I don't actually think I'll win it. Just
Well, I
being,
mean, just to be up in that caliber of people is just, that's something to be proud of as
oh,
well.
and that is what I am totally for. It's what is it called? It's for the 2023 Chamber Business Award nomination for
Conquering
tourism
fears.
and sorry?
Conquering fears.
Yeah. I'm actually nominated with a couple of the things that I'm afraid of, so it is funny.
Like
But
what? Like
well,
there's some
there's a
other
skydive.
people that are on.
So I will. So the category is tourism and or attractions.
Okay.
Um, and so it's the Beach Bar, which is a bar on the beach, which is an amazing bar owned by
Oh,
like the
okay.
Wasaga Beach Beer Company. And then it's
Oh,
Jason
wow.
George Photography. He's a really good
Nice.
photographer. He takes some
Really good
wildlife
photographer. Awesome
pictures.
guy
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good for going
Then
and out on outings and nature hikes
yeah, and
and
take some tours and
tours,
stuff. Yeah.
presentation.
Yeah. There's also Skull Island Mini Putt. I've never actually been there, but It's like a pirate themed mini putt place.
Might be good to go around, Halloween time, I think.
Totally.
Yeah.
Then there's Shaka with Sega boat cruises, which is actually an awesome time. It's basically like a pontoon-ish boat with a bar in the middle,
Oh,
and it's
wow.
like tiki. It looks like a tiki bar
So we have a bar on the beach and a bar
on the water,
on the water.
and you
So
float around with like
gotta love
12 of your
bars.
friends on the boat with your bartender, your DJ, your captain, and you just party on the river. And if the water's like flat, you go out into the Georgian Bay.
Wow, that sounds pretty cool. Still hoping for you to win though, but I
Yeah,
mean
yeah,
that does sound
yeah.
like
So
a
we're
good
not done with the
one.
list. We've gone the skydiving with Sega. So
Okay.
jumping out of planes. There's Elmvale Zoo. So then there's Rounds Ranch, which is a like kids place.
Jay, it sounds like you picked this list.
Yeah, yeah. Free Spirit
All the things that
Tours.
you like.
Yeah, Free Spirit Tours, which is actually a company I work for sometimes. You can rent like kayaks and stuff from them.
Wow. Yeah.
With Sega Country Life Resort, have no clue what that is. Georgian Bay Recreation, hand racing RC track and parts shop. That sounds kind of cool if you're into, like, I never was into it, but the RC cars, like the tiny, like
Oh, I
remote
have a few
control.
people that live on my street that are very into that. And I guess that's a big thing. Like some of the cars are like $500 for
Yeah.
these like RC cars. So yeah, that's pretty
And,
cool.
and then the last one is Wasega Adventure Park. And I think that's the place that has like go-karting. So I've got
Okay.
some tough competition for that event later tonight, actually.
Later tonight.
Yeah.
Wow. So tell us about tonight. Like what's gonna happen tonight? What's
So it's a big dinner, and then I guess there's some talks and meet and greets and meet some awesome people, and you had to pay for the dinner, which kind of is disappointing, not gonna lie. Being that I'm like bottom feeder on that list, like it's tough to fork out extra money for a dinner. But it should be an awesome time. And then
Okay.
I've never actually been to one of them, so I can't really tell you what it's going to be. But there's a 3-course meal. People win the prizes. We'll clap. There'll be some pictures. There'll be some hugs, some laughs, some dancing, some live music. And most of the people who won it or have been nominated in my category are
Mm-hmm.
my friends. So hopefully they all show up tonight and we get to have some laughs and drinks together.
Well, yeah, it sounds like you're going to be in some good company. I
Yep.
mean, all those like businesses that you listed seem like, they're pretty
Shaka Tour and
upbeat.
Free Spirit Tours and the beach bar and like the skydive people, if they're there, it should be a fantastic night. And then the other people for the other categories, like it should be a great networking event for everybody and just laughs and smiles all around.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
What time does it start at?
At 5:30.
5:30. So it doesn't sound like it's going to be a late evening affair then.
Actually, you know what? I don't even know when it ends, but it ends when it ends, and who knows, maybe there's an after party.
Yeah, maybe you can go and milk some cows after it gets late. I don't
We
know.
won't fly any planes though, that's for
No,
sure.
no flying planes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I'm kind of glad that you're going after your fear of heights. I think that's really commendable. Because obviously fears, they just don't come out of anywhere. That's it's difficult to face your fears for sure.
Yeah.
I'm if you're afraid of like scorpions or like tarantulas, let's not face those fears yet because I don't think I'm ready to face those fears.
So I am afraid of those things, and I try to face those fears.
No, no.
Don't worry, we won't show any pictures or talk about those stories
Okay.
just yet.
Yeah, definitely not tarantulas.
So what's one thing or a couple things you're afraid of? Since I shared what one of the things I'm afraid of.
Well, you know what? I think like the normal things for me would be snakes,
Okay.
tarantulas, scorpions, like that kind of stuff, like that stuff.
Yeah.
yeah, other than that, yeah, there's not too much that I am afraid of. I think, oh wait, drowning. I don't like water like that, like like that.
Okay, that's
Don't think anybody does like water like that,
yeah.
but you know,
I
it's a
hope that you
fear.
never drowned, just for the record.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Um, that's have you ever been in like really deep water?
You know, I've never been on a cruise. I mean, I
Okay.
think the deepest water I've been, you know, like just in lakes and, you
Okay.
know, like more like
What about like
obviously
a
deeper than
sea,
I
or
can.
have you been like the sea or the ocean or anything with like
So I've been
animals that could hurt
to,
you?
no, I haven't been like on the water. I've been to the water. So like the edge of the beach. I have
Okay.
family that lives in Cape Breton, Nova Scotia.
Yeah, yeah.
Very like really close to the water there. So I mean, lovely. I love like the sea in Cape Breton in Nova Scotia, such a beautiful place. I've
Beautiful.
also beautiful, right?
Yeah.
I've also been to Florida. I've been to the beach in Florida. And then oh no, wait, Vancouver too. So I've been to the beach in Vancouver. All oceans, all beautiful water. But I haven't actually been on the water, just like at the edge, dipping
Okay.
your toes in water.
Yeah, yeah.
So um I don't think I'd be ready. Maybe I don't know if like sharks are a fear of mine yet, because I haven't really even thought about it. But like I don't know if I could be plunged into a cage right like to meet sharks, because I think that that'd be more of like a drowning fear more than a shark fear for me.
Okay. So I have been put into a cage with sharks
Yes, yeah.
twice in my life. And I totally like, I've done it with great whites, which were bigger, scarier sharks. And I've done it with smaller sharks. So the bronze whaler and like a seven gill.
Okay.
And like the smaller sharks are less terrifying, but like they can almost like slip through the cage. But like that aspect to me is scary. But to be honest, if a shark wants in, it's gonna get in. Like if you told me that if I was hungry and there was a can of tuna and I didn't have a can opener, I'm figuring out a way to get into that cage or that
Good
can,
point.
just saying.
Yeah.
So,
I can
but
see
I
it.
will say for your fear of like drowning with cage diving is potentially different than you may be thinking, because some cage diving is you're at the bottom of the water. The cage
Okay.
diving that I've done, you're actually attached to the boat.
Oh, okay.
And so you're
I think I might like
actually,
that one better.
yeah, and again, it's not, I'm not saying that everyone should do it, but if you're going to do it, that they're like, so you're literally, your face is above the water and then they're like down to the left and you're like, and you look to your left and then there's a shark there, or and then you come back up, so like you're always close to the
Okay.
surface of the water.
So you can get a fresh gulp of air when you need to.
Yeah, so the fear of, and like you also have like life jacket on if you want, although you don't really want one in the cage because it'll help you, like it'll keep you floating,
Yeah.
but you could have one if you really wanted one, if you were extra fearful at the time.
Okay.
But it is an awesome experience. I will say this, it is a very, very cool experience to actually go cage diving and see one of those massive predators
Yeah.
just swim out of nowhere and just come at you.
And in their
And
natural
bang.
habitat too. So
Oh,
it's different than like in just an aquarium or you know in
it,
that scenario, but like in their natural habitat, that must have been really cool.
it, it was honestly, it was so cool. And like the first time I went, I had a great white hit the cage, like boom, like very
Ugh.
close to my face, and it was terrifying. And then the last time I went, I actually made like a YouTube video of the experience, and it was like this seven gill, which is apparently a really cool shark, because the captain was really excited about it, and so was the whole crew. It was spending all this time with us up at the surface, so that was
So
a.
a seven gill. What
So a shark normally, if I'm not mistaken, has five gills.
Okay. And so is this a different shark than a great white shark, or is it just
Yeah,
kind of
so
like a
this is the seven gill is like a much smaller shark,
okay.
and it's more of a bottom feeding shark.
Okay.
Um, and I just got a notice that there's 10 minutes. I don't know if that popped up on your screen.
Oh, yeah.
So
Well, do you think you can put the link to your shark video for everybody that's
I can definitely try. I will also just say if you go on to my YouTube channel, which is Jason George Photography, you'll actually there's a going deeper series or an underwater series, and you'll see a picture of the shark in the image.
okay.
Um, and actually in that video, I actually also save a penguin.
Oh, I remember talking about the penguin.
Yeah. So actually, cool story. So last night, or maybe 2 nights ago, I got a phone call or I've been messaging with this lady about this penguin, and we tried, or not a penguin, a loon. So I've been called to try to save this loon that's been sort of has a bad foot or a bad wing. We're not sure in Barrie.
Okay. Okay.
And we went out and we tried to save it, and it let me get kind of close, but unfortunately it can dive. And if it can dive, it can
Oh,
always get away, but
yeah.
it can't fly.
Oh,
So
okay.
I thought I had a chance. And then we went back at nighttime trying to find it. Oh, it was a struggle. We didn't actually end up finding it, unfortunately, or catching it. So hopefully in the near future, we're able to find it. And there is a place that will actually take it and try to help it. We just have to catch it.
Okay. So loons, like obviously we're getting in like mid October,
Mm-hmm.
with kind of like the colder weather coming. So do loons normally migrate, or like
Yeah,
are
I'm
you
not sure
worried
where
that
they go, but I know like they'll gather in Barrie is one of the spots that the loons will gather in an asylum.
okay,
That's what a group of loons is called, is an
an
asylum.
asylum because they're loony?
I guess
Oh,
so.
I'm glad that I'm cheesy
Yeah,
enough as the people that make up this stuff.
right. I knew. I appreciate that joke very much. Um, and so the group of loons or the asylum, they gather in Barrie and then they go off and somewhere, and I'm not sure where they go. And then
Okay.
they'll come back in the springtime, gather again, and then they'll go to places like Algonquin and other smaller ponds and claim their own territory.
Mm-hmm.
And
I remember you saying or something different about loons than about other like ducks or um can they like they go and only like land in water or something, or
so
what
they
is
can
it?
only
It's
take off on water.
oh, take off on
So
water.
they
Okay.
need like to understand they need like half of a soccer field or football field to take
Oh,
off
really?
minimum.
Okay.
So
So
so like
obviously
when I
when the water freezes, that's a problem,
yeah,
right?
so it needs so they go somewhere warm, I'm assuming.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know exactly where it is. There's actually multiple types of loons. And I have videos
Oh,
on
gotcha.
loons on my YouTube channel where I go like underwater with them. I actually got to watch a baby loon hatch, which was
Ooh,
pretty cool.
yeah.
Yeah.
We need to hopefully get this loon that's injured. Hopefully, are you going to be going back and
If I get a call about it, I will try to go back as long as it's convenient because it's like an hour-ish drive,
oh
45
yeah, that's
minutes for
hard.
me
That's
to get
far.
there.
Yeah.
And because it can dive, there's only so much that Jay can really do. Because
Especially in
Jay
the
doesn't
cold
have
weather, you don't really dive.
yeah, and Jay doesn't have the funding to
To
have
camp out.
yeah. So I will go whenever I'm able to slash get the message. I've already gone 3 times to try to help. This is
Oh.
this last time was the first time I actually have seen him or her.
Can you get like some loony treats or something? Some loon treats?
We're trying to fit we're talking about different ways that we could try to catch it.
Like a can of sardines or something? Loons eat fish, I'm guessing.
100% they do eat fish. I actually have a couple videos where it actually catches a fish and eats it.
Oh.
And it like smacks it around on the water. It's kind of cool. And then they like gobble it down head first so that the spines fold and
Oh
don't
my
prick it.
gosh.
Yeah.
That reminds me of a video that I just watched and it was like insane. There was the seagull. Okay, I don't know if this is going to be grotesque for everybody here, but eating a squirrel. Have you seen this video?
Yes, I have seen that.
Is that real? Because that's
Yeah,
insane.
it's I'm pretty sure it is real, but it was like it's a opportunity thing. Like I've now found this. I'm going to to a seagull. It's not that it's a squirrel. It's food.
Dude.
Right. Like I've been
Yeah.
walking with a hot dog or a sausage that I literally just bought. I took 3 steps and I turned to look at the guy that I ordered it from, was like, hey, I'm excited for this. Turned around. A seagull came down, landed in my, like, didn't land in my hand, just flying, grabbed just the sausage,
Oh my gosh.
flew away with it, and like just choked down my
But
my
I think it was just
sausage.
like the mere size of it, you know, like compared to its body. It would be
But
like me, I don't know, like trying to swallow uh a horse. No, not probably
no.
not the horse. The horse is like 3 times
Okay,
the
so
size of
for the
me.
people on podcast, Candice is not that big. She
Okay,
it
like
would be like
let's
trying to
try
swallow
maybe
like
a pot-bellied pig. A baby
or
pig.
at least like a 2 liter bottle, like a it
Okay,
would be a pot
I
belly.
have tried to drink a 2 liter
No, but to take the whole bottle down in
Right?
one go, like that's
Yeah.
insane.
Yeah, that's insane. So
Yeah.
sizable horse. Alrighty. Um, okay, so we are out of time. So
Unfortunately,
anyway, unfortunately, yeah. Good meeting up with you again.
it was great meeting up
And
with you.
can't wait to hear from your adventures of flying with Bill. Bill and Jay's excellent adventures. Flying high in the sky. Hopefully very high in the sky, not low in the sky. I don't know.
Yeah. Apparently, like landing is the trickiest part.
Okay.
And takeoff
Can
is
you
the trickiest part.
leave it to Bill to do the landing and take off, please?
Bill Nye the Science Guy. Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Bill
It's not that
Nye, the
Bill.
flying guy. The plane dude.
This guy's name is Bill Bunting, and he flies out of the Edenvale Airport. I actually think it's actually was created in like World War II times, which is pretty cool.
Okay, well, I can't wait
But I'm
to
gonna
see some
learn
videos.
more. Yeah, I'll learn more
take
and share it
video
with you.
and take some pictures, and yeah, can't wait to see that.
Okay.
And
it
good
was
luck with the awards show tonight too.
Thank you so much, and I look forward to talking to you again shortly. And have a fantastic day. And
thank you.
Yeah.
You too.
Okay.
Until next time. Bye.
Okay. Bye-bye.